On Friday night, HIMS and her stock surged after a potential new partnership with Novo Nordisk. They have agreed to let HIMS sell Wegovy on its own platform. Now, of course, after news like this, HIMS stock completely jumped in price. Pre-market is currently at $23.35, which is a jump of about 48%, as you can see with this line here. So I am expecting this stock to be over $20 on Monday after 9:30 a.m. Now, if we compare both stocks, as we can see here, the purple bluish is always going to be Novo Nordisk, and then the light blue is going to be HIMS stock. Obviously, Novo Nordisk has been in business for longer than HIMS, but if you take a look at HIMS revenue, it has been steadily increasing. It was the same for Novo Nordisk, but they did have a drop, or will have a drop in 2026. Then they're going to increase it a little bit more in 2027, and that will reach all-time highs in terms of revenue in 2028. If we take a look at the historical growth, however, of course, there's going to be a 10-year history for Novo and not for HIM because it's a fairly newer company like we just mentioned. But for the 3-year average, HIMS and her stock is at 346%. Novo Nordisk only at 75%. Of course, with HIMS, this will slow down as time goes on and they grow bigger as a company. But as you can see, the revenue is 2.3 billion compared to 48.6 billion. Now, if we do a profit comparison, we can go ahead and see here the free cash flow for HIMS compared to Novo Nordisk. HIM has negative, or has had negative free cash flow. They're starting to put it into the positive. Novo Nordisk is a freaking machine. It's a huge company. Their free cash flow was increasing, however, it did start declining. This all happens because of new investments, acquisitions, the whole thing that happened with HIMS as well. The stock dropped down all the way to the $30, and I expect the stock to be over $40 starting on Monday. And then if we take a look at the gross margin, we can go ahead and see that for this type of companies, the gross margin has been declining a little bit, but I do expect this to fix in the future around 2028, like we did expect the revenue to increase here as well. And then for the operating margin is going to be the same thing. There's going to be a lot of investments, guys. The less cash you have, this will change. The more your cash you're going to use to reinvest to make more money in the future for the company. And then if we take a look at other metrics like the free cash flow margin and the net margin, the same thing has been happening. But these are all very healthy numbers, even though they are declining. Of course, the company can always make a comeback. Like we can see here, this had a decline, then we went back up. We've been declining ever since, but who's to say that this won't go up again? And then for the return on capital employed, as we can see here, it's going to be declining as well. For the 5-year average and 10-year average, you can see that Novo Nordisk is positive, and it's going to be negative for HIMS and hers. Like we explained in the beginning, HIMS and hers is much of a newer company. And then this is basically how the stock has been performing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 5-year chart. They were performing well. Then of course the whole suing happened, HIMS trying to sell Wegovy on their website without Novo Nordisk knowledge, them trying to steal the Wegovy formula or whatever it was. And then of course both of the stocks, the price dropped due to the legal issues. And then if we take a look at the intrinsic value, we're gonna go ahead and see that HIMS is undervalued currently at $22 and Novo Nordisk is undervalued about 44%. This is in Danish dollars. I'm not sure what that equals to in dollars, but it's probably going to be around $45 or $60, somewhere around there. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a look at it. We're going to go to Google to type this in dollars. Boom. And let's see what it says. There you go, about $70. Now, if we take a look at the worst case scenario, so the bear case scenario for this is that HIMS is currently undervalued at 14%, which is about $18. Keep in mind that HIMS is over $18. It's just that the market has not opened, so this is not updated yet. And then Novo Nordisk is going to be, let's go ahead and take a look at that now. We're going to go ahead and copy it here. Boom. Copy. We're gonna go to Google, guys. We're gonna do this live. About $45, which is still undervalued. And then if we take a look at the best case scenario for both of these companies, HIMS stock could be worth about $28, and then Novo Nordisk, I'm sure, is gonna be something around over the $80 or the $100 mark. There you go, $118. So after taking a look at these numbers and seeing these companies, which do you think is the better company? The new and upcoming HIMS or the pharmaceutical giant Novo Nordisk that's been in business for over 50 years? If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you on the next video.